I'd say most of the people this affects are not signed to anyone at this point. Probably still aren't releasing music because you weren't successful. Most likely you signed. I'm sure you had a good career for an artist. You probably made 30, 50K a year for a little while, but you just faltered out. I mean, Three Doors Down doesn't still perform and that was the time period we were talking. I'm sure they recouped, but as an example, like you don't see the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC on tour. How many people in the 90s are still out there performing? Not many. And if they are, they're successful.
Right. And exactly. If they're still known now, they've recouped their advance from, 21 years ago or more. The people who have yet to recoup that, they're not going to in this lifetime. So Sony was like, hey, screw it. Like, this is a good move. Yeah, this artist might like this. The industry might like this. I mean, from what I saw on the internet was a lot of people were talking about this and saying how big of a deal it was. And you make a good point of saying, this probably isn't going to be the norm, but I'm interested to see if maybe in a couple of years, Sony ups it. Okay, now anyone up to 2005, we're going to, I don't know, maybe is this a one-time thing? Are they going to start doing this every 2 years or what?
It was unexpected. There are new labels coming up that are offering like health insurance and stuff like that to artists to try to almost make them more as an employee and try to help these artists and try to stand out and go, these labels don't care about you. And then you go and do something like this, and Sony has headlines for probably 5 years that they can go back and say, remember when we did this? We're not going to do it again, but remember what we did for you? Sign to us. If you're not successful, maybe in 21 years, we'll forgive that money we gave you.
I think that's another thing that, like, to tangent off of the healthcare thing. So many people buy, like, amazing healthcare is like what, $500 a month, the most? Like that. So like people are like, whether it's a record label or whatever job you have, they're like, well, I got amazing benefits. Like, amazing benefits, including a great 401k, is probably what, $1,000, $1,200 a month, maybe. And like, so what, you're going to throw away doing what you want to do for amazing benefits? Like, if you can just make an extra $1,200 doing whatever else, you're better off. So don't get hung up outside of music. Don't get hung up on benefits, because it's not like you can't fucking buy them yourself. And, you know, and like, oh, but they match my 401k up to 5%. Like, great, but then you can't touch that money until you're 65. So I'd rather have it now. Anyway, that is funny that record labels are, we'll give you health insurance. Come on, come to Aftermath and get dental. Like, or go to Bad Boys and get pet insurance. Maybe DMX would have loved it. Who knows?